is something I haven't really seen him do much of since back in the Northern Gaming Red days.
Luminosity starting out with the Hanzo we see all the time just to get a little bit of early warning on the bridge area to make sure nobody's there. Switching over to Soldier 76, and we're going to see mirrors clash into each other here on the first point of Gibraltar. Renegades surrendering any of the high ground for the first part, which is pretty common these days, backing up into a more secure position, and Luminosity moments away from meeting their opponent for the first time tonight.
Ube's on the high ground here. He's going to be looking for that early hook over top of the shield. Mangachu lands his onto Ube instead.
Oh,
and
biotic,
clutch biotic to keep Ube alive, but Mangachu just shut Ube down completely right there. That was beautiful, but right now, Mana Snow is being contested by Icefeld and company inside of the server room as they start to make their way forward. Mana Snow is still in there. If he's not careful, might get popped out of his mech, so he needs to go back, get some heals from his Ana. And Ube's trying to work down that shield, missing the hook on a Juvenile. It's seemingly a pretty easy one for him to hit, getting put to sleep in the middle of the nano boost with Spree.
Down though.
And Sherlocky is going to go down, which is a big loss for Renegades on this first point. Juvenile hitting a pretty mean Earth Shatter, though. Getting hooked in was super blocked by Mangachu. There's going to be a self-destruct in. Renegades have found themselves two right here. Mangachu, the right click, finishes off super block and getting the hook to kill Mineral. This guy can play a bit of hog, too. And that will leave Renegades in control. Lights out.
Sherlocky going down so late.
Oh, wow. I didn't even catch it for a second. That was
and with 4 ultimates, 5 ultimates on the side of Luminosity, they are looking good here.
Oh, nice hook from Ube, pulling Mangachu from distance and able to kill him too. And now he's gonna pop a whole hog just to make sure, getting the nano boost. Not sure if they needed to really use the nano boost right there on top of that, to be honest, but regardless, they are still pressing the cart forward. There is going to be one up top. That was Jesus. He'll back himself off, still pretty solid. Total.
Renegade's about 2.
Yeah, they're enclosed. Jur, he's quite far away from his sound barrier, but getting hooked in was Mangachu though from Ube, but Ube quickly being dispatched of by Juvenile. Here's Renegades with a couple, 3 for themselves, though they have one all the way back on the cart. Was going for a bit of a ninja cap, was Hedan, but they found him quick. How's Hedan? Oh, they're just going for the stagger. I was gonna say, how's he not dead yet, but I forgot staggering was a thing for a minute. Was actually able to kill Juvenile. It was either a stagger or they just whiffed horribly, but
that's going to pretty much balance the ultimate economy here. Roughly 4 on the side of Renegades and 4 for Luminosity, as Hedon's getting ready to come online with a nano boost. A better connection of ultimates on the side of Renegades, I would say, but either way, a lot of tools on either one, and a self-destruct to come out and waste some time from Luminosity. Renegades using that to keep him occupied, but maybe should have used it closer to the cart. Spree gonna move in. He's got his own self-destruct locked and loaded.
He does have it at his disposal. Juvenile taking him into the boxes, and here comes the self-destruct out of Luminosity. And it doesn't get anything, though. There will be a whole hog out with the nano boost. Luminosity has lost 2 already on this fight. Renegades players are still alive and well. The hook from Mangachu brings Ube back in to send it back to the respawn queue, and it's only Hedan that's in the immediate presence of the payload. And another team having trouble through this hangar phase of Gibraltar. Renegades shutting it down right there just before the second checkpoint. It's right, it's like the Hanzo map.
It's flat,
like
it's got the nice corners. It's relatively predictable where people are going to be.
He's staying on it. Let's go.
Oh, man.
Here we go. Mangachu's going to stay on the Hanzo.
Oh,
he's going to be looking for one. Look at that right away. Sneaking up on him, taking down Icefeld. Oh, baby. I love it. He's the Hanzo. And Renegades already, they're just going to cruise off of that. Two kills for them. And the rest of Luminosity are going to have to back up, but he wants a bit more of this. He's going to throw that Sonic Arrow out there.
Matters so much.
Yeah, and they know exactly when they're coming back.
Nope, never mind.
And he's going to be looking for another pickoff here. He's playing aggressively up top on the high ground. And now he's going to meet up with the rest of his team, but already has brought Super Plock to about half health and just melting him in seconds. Oh my goodness, man. It's Icefeld up top here, but Mangachu's going to be giving him a run for his money for sure. And Mana Snow finds a couple for himself. Renegades are just, I mean, no trouble for them right here. All thanks to Mangachu really
two ultimates. Mangachu's got his again, and Sound Barrier. That Dragon's going to come out and press Luminosity back into the middle.
So at least, yeah, they'll zone them out from that side, bring him back out towards the payload. Oh, Juvenile getting hooked in, though. Just as the shield goes down, Ube wasn't counting the ammo, though, and wasn't able to actually put the shot into Juvenile, who did he just charged? Oh, no,
He's
never mind.
charging
Okay.
out. He's
Yeah,
charging
no,
out.
that was, I thought it was Juvenile charging for a second. I'm blind.
Oh, man,
but
Red Reinhardt charging at you is it's just an instinctual thing.
yeah. And here's Mangachu still just sitting in the back, relatively uncontested, just sending off arrows. And there is an Earth Shatter coming down from Renegades, though. And another one. I think that actually got eaten. Yeah, got completely eaten by Icefeld. He was just a little bit too close because that arrow still travels. And it got eaten up, so sadly didn't get the combination right there. But Mangachu has just been so uncontested back here and has been pumping out damage. Oh no, this could be real bad. Shield up just in time. Oh, just barely from Juvenile. Superplock still comes in to kill them anyway, but it could have been the real big combination with the self-destruct for sure. He's already trying to get up there and contest with him. He's going to take control of the ship, and we saw Mangachu was, some of these previous games, just a very, very talented fire player. He's, look at this, getting Icefeld
already.
Oh, now he's going to get the nano boost. He's going to immediately hunt down Headan. Did get slept, a great sleep dart from Headan, but still got the kill, and now he's 3 in total for Mangachu. He's just doing whatever he wants, uncontested in the skies. And it might just be about said and done for Luminosity on this map, as Icefeld will be up in the top left-hand corner, but someone needs to go and actually touch the payload and stop them from pushing it. There will be Superplock getting the nano boost, but still Renegades continue to just get kill after kill after kill. There will be Spree back on the cart. Not enough in the end. Renegades still showing that they are feeling good.
We were talking about Mangachu either flying in the back and killing. Just gonna run the 3 tank with Soldier 76. On this, that's a little tricky. I mean, it is 3 tanks. Oh no, Jesus is gonna run 4 tanks.
Oh yeah, they switched him. Decided not to keep him on the tracer, so they are going to be meeting up over on this right-hand side to start things off. Jesus gets a hook. So far, just a lot of poke back and forth. Superplock is taking a bit of damage. He's actually really hurt on the point. He separated himself away from the rest of his team. He's trying to meet back up with them right now, but Biotic's landing all over the place. Everybody's getting Biotic. Juvenile with an Earth Shatter really early right here, and he will send that one home as Icefeld goes down. That will allow Renegades to get a couple of kills total, getting that Earth Shatter so quickly. And when you get it that quick, you just have to use it because you know that the other team is pretty much going to have nothing else, and you have such a big advantage right off the start with an ultimate like that, and they will take the point.
Everybody's always trying to fight around a choke point where they constrain the angles the enemy gets and keep the maximum amount of angles on their opponent when the opponent comes through, right? Because you can be as spread out as you want on your side. When they come through from a very, very narrow area. Basic tactics, really. Luminosity, here we go, getting the game started back again. Luminosity's going to be coming out, trying to retake the point from Renegades, who's already got 20 points.
Jesus using the whole hog, gets the nano boost. He will just be shredding, sending Superplock down the cliff. And that will be, is he? Oh, I thought he tossed him off the map there. Apparently not. I thought he was definitely a goner, but he is still alive and well. Never mind, but there is going to be a sound barrier used by Renegades, and Mangachu still just melting through people here. Renegades in total control of the point at the moment as they are at 45.
Definitely starting to...
A lot of ults for Luminosity.
Well, let's not start calling results too fast here, but yeah, they do have 3 ultimates on their side, and one of them coming out already is the self-destruct flying out.
Oh, man of snow. What is up? 3 for him. Superplock, he's going for the Earth Shatter. He doesn't really have any other options. They have to use whatever ultimates that they have, but I don't think there's going to be enough around for them. They still have guys coming back from the respawns. Icefeld gets finished off, and that time will tick down. Renegades taking a 1-0 lead on Nepal here, and that self-destruct from Man of Snow pretty much sealed the deal for them, especially.
In particular, all the angles, you either have to go in there into kind of the Thunderdome of things, which is not good for Pharah, or you have to be on some angles where perhaps you're not necessarily getting the most accurate shots in due to travel time, and it's just not as favorable. So I kind of got to agree with you there, but it looks like they do as well. Mangachu switching up to Zarya.
Yeah, Juvenile completely rinsed. There's a nice Mei wall coming out from Ube to separate Juvenile from the rest of his squad as they were trying to press forward. So Luminosity have a pretty strong hold going at the moment. They're sitting on this high ground. They have Ube to pretty much wall anybody off that decides to try and come through, and it's going to be difficult for Renegades to find a lane to get into this point. But in terms of ultimates, Ube's got a Blizzard Ice Belt with the Pulse Bomb. Jesus has a Pulse Bomb himself, and now the charge from Superplock is going to take Juvenile right into the wall. Ube actually finished him, and Mangachu is quite low on health himself. He really needs those heals from Sherlocky before he goes down, and they're still just scattered at the moment. The Renegades players pretty much backed off to regroup. Well, look at those
Luminosity,
ultimates,
however, 6 ultimates on their sides, and Renegades with none, getting close to 4 though.
Oh no, losing Mangachu off the start. These ice walls are just vicious. I mean, they got to find a way to deal with Ube right now, and we're at 80%, and they have 6 ultimates. I mean,
if Luminosity loses this stage, my jaw would just, you'd have to pick it up off the floor.
Yeah, I'll eat a hat or something, because that's honestly like it should not happen. Here we go. They might just be able to even just CC them from the point. There's a Pulse Bomb combo out from Icefeld. 3 of them on there, a total wipe. You better do something like that when you have 6 ults to work with. And Renegades were just absolutely shut down on the village.
That's pretty much it, and they're on their back foot, trying to step forward here. 94% for Luminosity.
Sherlocky using that nano boost onto Juvenile, I believe it was. And that will be at least 1 in their favor off the start, but Jur ends up going down. Jesus gets the hook, sending Ube down into the pit. He takes down Spree as well, who was out of his mech. So now the attack visor out. Jesus is really keeping Renegades in here. That's 3 for him as they will retake the point, just about. Yes, they will get it, actually, indeed. And they still have a
else.
And see Luminosity working their way back in. And now that Graviton is going to come out. There's a self-destruct down there as well. Man of Snow starts it off. And he's able to kill Icefeld, and Juvenile is quickly dispatched up by Spree, so they're still going. There's sound barrier from Luminosity. Jur does not have his quite yet. Jesus using the whole hog, just trying to throw bodies around and keep them away from the point. Ube gets hooked, finished off by Jesus as he gets 2 for himself. And Man of Snow is trying to harass these Luminosity players and make them run all the way back to spawn.
And how many ultimates they have and what ultimates they are.
Someone's gonna need to go and get on it right now. Juvenile charging in and taking down Hedan. There is somebody on the point at the moment, but I don't know if they're gonna have enough. I don't know. Luminosity's starting to get some kills, but Juvenile's between Juvenile and Jesus, they have totally kept Renegades in it here. They put another round on the board, 2-1, a reverse sweep for Renegades, nonetheless, or just about. And Jesus used the whole hog there. I mean, if they're keeping track of the ultimates too, I feel as though Jesus was better off just saving it and just let them use some and they engage on the fight. But either way, Hedan will go down to Mangachu here, and now Renegades, I think, will take this point back as they've already gotten 2 kills unless Luminosity does something miraculous, and I don't think that's going to happen as they've lost 4 on the fight. And they are all over it at the moment. Mangachu was a big part of retaking it. So they will get it. The Luminosity's gonna have one and a half more good attempts, but
Luminosity, they do have a bomb combo on the table along with an Earth Shatter getting very close. Spree soaked up just enough time for them to push on if they get moving very, very quickly here. Renegades with their own Earth Shatter, their own Graviton, very close to a barrage and a nano though. That's a tall order for Luminosity to scrap through this, but it's gonna come down to who lands it first and who lands it better. Man of Snow starting everything off.
Graviton on both sides. Mangachu has that rocket barrage. He's gonna be laying a lot of damage. Gets put to sleep right away and gets, oh, he's going to get the biotic on himself as well. He's fighting it out with Hedan, finishes him off. Renegades 3 kills, 4 kills for them in total on this fight, and that might just seal the deal for Renegades and taking yet another win. Icefeld was still there, dealing damage, getting kills, but Mangachu will be doing more. And that is gonna be Renegades taking it 3-1 on Nepal, 2-0 overall.